Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yeah, we can see your screen, Vijay.
Yeah, thanks, Darshan.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. In today's session, we'll be seeing on exploring the Playwright. Okay, basically, we'll be seeing the demo of how we can use Playwright for our UI automation testing as well as in the API automation testing. Along with that, we can see some more additional features on the Playwright, just about the pictures and how we can generate customized reporting in the Playwright. Uh, if you have any questions, probably you can raise hands. Probably moderator we can stop me in between and we can answer your question and we can start over. Time for everyone. Okay. Moving on the agenda today. First, I'll introduce about myself and then introduction about the Playwright, how the Playwright is gaining popular nowadays, and then we'll be seeing on the architecture of the Playwright and what's the difference between most of them will be using the UI automation Selenium framework. What is the difference between the Selenium framework as Playwright framework? What is the features in the Playwright and how we are using it? And we'll be seeing the a demo of UI test automation in Playwright and also API test automation in Playwright. And then how we are using the custom reporting by adding the dependency in the package for this. Uh, Moving up to myself, Jayaraman Vasudevan, as I said earlier, I'm working as a quality automation specialist at Natus Group, and I currently acting as a community builder, AWS community builder in the serverless category, and co-organizing a BrowserStack Chennai chapter lead, and Pint AP security testing ambassador, and as well as the BrowserStack champion, and currently an active volunteer for AWS User Group Madurai. Okay. You can connect with me on the link lane by scanning the QR code here. And this is my directly uh, static application link as well. Okay. Probably after the session, probably they will be sharing the deck also for you. Coming to the Playwright, now recent days, most of them will be using the Playwright test automation. In this group who are joined, is anyone using Playwright for UI automation or API automation or any non-functional testing?
Currently, I'm learning this tool by going through online courses.
Okay. Okay. Coming to the Playwright, right? Now, recent days, the Playwright is getting more popular comparing to other UI automation. It is also an open source tool, but backed by the Microsoft community. It was officially announced on January 2020. Okay. And Microsoft developed this tool for basically for UI browser testing and web scraping. The web scraping is nothing but we'll be scraping the elements present in the web page for some other application useful purposes, right? And Playwright supports this modern rendering engines like Chromium, WebKit, and Firefox. And it is also as a cross-platform automation tool. We can use over the Windows, Linux, and Mac, and we can even run it on our local host as well. And we can integrate with BrowserStack and other cloud computing tools as well. And Playwright supports cross languages. Currently, I know think we'll be working on the TypeScript, but it also supports JavaScript, Python, .NET, and Java as well. Okay. But the Playwright with the TypeScript is the most popular in recent industry trends. Okay. Coming to the why Playwright is so popular in nowadays. Okay. When you see the NPM trends, basically NPM is a more package manager. If you see the downloading the trends of the Playwright, right, I'm not sure that is visible to you. Okay, if you see over the until May 2024, right, the Cypress has been popular. Okay. After May 2024, the Playwright over provides the Cypress by the node package download of the Playwright. If you see the industry market trends, the first it goes to the Playwright and then Cypress and then Selenium WebDriver and then goes for the WebDriver ID. This is basically based on this LPM files downloading. Okay. Based on this, we are saying that the Playwright is gaining popular in recent times. Coming to the Playwright architecture, okay. How it is different from the traditional Selenium WebDriver architecture. Okay. If you see the Selenium, right, we'll be using the WebDriver protocol to communicate with the browser devices. Okay. Basically, we'll be using the Selenium standalone client library along with the browser drivers in order to interact with the web browsers. Okay. But coming to the Playwright, we will be using the WebSocket connection. Uh, uh, WebSocket connection in the sense we will be establishing the connection and then we'll be performing the action over the browsers. Okay, whereas coming to the Selenium, for each request, we will be requesting the browser by sending the request to HTTPS connection, then establishing the connection, and then interacting with the browser. But it is until all the communication happens, the WebSocket connection will be directly interacting with the browsers. Any questions here coming to the architecture point of view? The test scripts will be keeping in our source code, and then we will be establishing a WebSocket connection with the Playwright Node.js package, and this package will be interacting with the browsers. Okay. Moving on, some of the differences between Selenium and Playwright, right? As I said, Playwright supports multiple languages, but Selenium supports, comparing to the Playwright, a bit additional languages as well. Okay. If you see here, Java, Python, .NET, JavaScript, and all commonly supported by both Selenium and Playwright. Whereas Ruby, Perl, PHP, and all additionally supported by the Selenium. Okay. And no such dependency completely on test runner. Okay. Coming to the Playwright, there is additional feature. We call it as a trace viewer. Basically, in the demo part, I will show you what is a trace viewer. Trace viewer is nothing but the trace logs. Basically, we'll be seeing the logs traces, right? We can even see the traces for all the API requests and as well as the UI automation test as well. Okay. Playwright has been installed using the Node.js. Okay. Whereas the Selenium, for running the Selenium, we need a standalone server and as well as the drivers and the language bindings, everything. And for Selenium, it additionally supports the Solaris Linux OS as well, whereas Playwright will support Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Coming to the community point of view, since the Playwright is valid and it is backed by the Microsoft, and it has some of the established community. Whereas coming to the Selenium, it is a stronger community already in place. Okay. Coming to the architecture point of view, it is basically event-driven architecture, and we can run the test in parallel, and we can even integrate with BrowserStack and Sauce Labs, etc. And coming to the here, we will be using the Selenium client library, JSON wire protocol, browser drivers, and browsers. Okay. Any questions so far? Whatever we are saying so far is the theoretical part. Now onwards, we are going to the demo part. How we can use Playwright for writing the UI automation scripts and for API automation scripts, and how to generate the custom reporting. Okay. Okay. Let me share my Visual Studio Code. Okay. Is everyone able to see my Visual Studio Code?
Yep.
Okay. Coming to the fixtures, right? What is fixtures? This is something we seeing in the Playwright only, which is not available in the Selenium, right? Basically, fixture is nothing but we will be combining all the base pages. Basically, everyone are working on the page object model. For each of the pages, we in the web page, right, we'll be creating one of the page class, and we'll be interacting the test in the page class, right? The fixture is the one which will be clubbing all the page class into a single file. Okay. Even in the fixture, right, we can call what is the before all script and after all script. What are the actions need to be performed before and after? And as well as we can, if you want to have some specific unit test data also, we can keep it in the fixtures. Okay, in this example, which I have, right, it is basically having login page, landing page, okay, and I can combine the login page and the landing page into a fixture with the base page. Okay, to go into the base page setup, there is nothing but it is having the only the page, and I add a method for adding the screenshot. Okay, and coming to the login page, uh, I have written the method for opening, invoking the driver, and logging to the website, and performing the teardown action. And coming to the landing page, it's nothing but just one constructor should be having the one method. We'll be calling that invoking the driver. It is a simple class. Okay, we'll be calling all these um, pages into a single class. That is, we call it as a fixture. It is basically like a glue kind of thing. In Selenium BDD framework, we will have a glue, right? Something called step definition. Something kind of thing we'll be having in the fixtures. Okay. And coming to the UI automation part, let me open these things for you. Okay. If you install the Playwright, right, if someone is starting newly with the Playwright, first we need to create one folder in your desktop. Okay, and then you can open that folder and then go to the terminal and just install this command npm in Playwright test, and it will ask for whether to choose between the TypeScript or JavaScript. The default is a TypeScript, which is a recommended thing. And coming to the, and then if you want to add a GitHub action for, you can make it as a true or false, and install the Blade process. By default, it will install Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit browsers. Okay. And once that has been done, we'll have a base thing. On top of that, you need to create the pages class. Okay. And then the text class. Okay. And then once if you install all of them, we'll have a package.json. Inside the package.json, you need to have the customized dependencies. If you want, you can add it in. Okay. Whatever you are adding it here, after that, you can just type npm update. It will install all those dependencies which we added here in our node modules package. Okay. And coming to the Playwright config.ts, right? This is one of the important things. The package of JSON, which we usually compare it with our Maven repository, right? We will be having all the jars in our Maven repository, right? Whichever we are defining the form.xml, all the dependency jars will be installing in our Maven report, right? Similarly, whatever we are defining in the dependencies in the package.json, we will be installing in our node modules package. Okay. And coming to Playwright config.ts, right? This is where we will be setting up all the environment variables. And if you want to additional time mode, the global time mode will be setting here. You want to run it in parallel or sequential, that will be defining it here. If you want to integrate with CI/CD pipeline or the BrowserStack, that and all will be defining and configuring first. Okay. Coming to the reporting part, this is where we will be defining the reporting. The Playwright supports all the additional reporting. And currently in this demo, I've been using the monopart reporter. This is one of the custom reporting, so based on the HTML file. Okay. And if you want to perform the API testing, you need to define the base URL here. You can define the base URL in the Playwright config.ts, or you can define in our test package, test file itself. Okay. And if you want to enable the video or trace, I told right, the Playwright only supports the tracing option. If you go here inside the tracer viewer, there is an option to view the tracer files. Click on this here. We need to drag and drop the file, and it will show the trace view option. Probably after the demo, I'll show you. Okay, and if you want to install the Chromium, basically Playwright supports Chromium, Firefox with Git, as I said. If you want to enable the Chromium, and you can make the configuration. I don't need a headless mode, so you can make it as a false, and you can maximize option. You can set the arguments, start maximize, and yeah, if you want to run it on a local host, you can enable this command. Okay. This is about the Playwright config type. Okay, and coming to the environment variables, you can define the environment variables here. Base URL, username, password, everything you can define it here. Okay, and also you can have the test.json file as well. Okay, probably I'll walk you through the steps how we need to do. The one more advantage of using fixture, right? We know it without fixture how it will be, right? We need to create an object. For each of the scenario, we need to create an object, right? For login page, I'm creating one more object, and for landing page, I need to create an object. Whereas coming to the fixtures, right? We don't need to define any object. Okay? We just call the fixture base page, test info page, login page, everything. You want to create an object at each scenario level classes. Okay? We need to pass the what are the pages we've been using for the particular scenario. Coming to that here, I'm just logging to the particular website with valid username and password, and I'm logging out. Okay. And what are the pages required for the particular scenario? That pages alone you can pass it here. In coming to the Playwright, right? Everything will be functioning in the asynchronous mode. Okay, that's why we call it as async. Okay, and if you want to perform anything before all the scenarios, there is a before each function is also available. Okay, here, right? We'll be in order to use the fixtures, we need to import the fixtures on top of the test file, and you need to have the test data. In order to use the test data file, right, you just create one JSON file, simple JSON file. Okay, and then have the test case name, and then what are the required parameters you need for the particular test case. Okay, and then just import have the JSON file in our constant test data file, and use the test data with the test case name, and have it as a constant username and password, and use it in your test. Okay. Here, I'm just talking to the website. This will internally call our login page website, right? Open username page go to function, because I am not calling login to website, because the page go to function is already in the before each class. See here, for each scenario before I'm opening the website, this will open and invoke the URL, and coming to this, I will be just entering the username password in the login page, and then once that has been visible, and then I'm logging out of the website. And same with the different combination I have written. And you can also pass a tag. In our Cucumber framework, we'll be passing the tag for each scenario at the top, right? Here we can have the tag there, and we can pass it whether it is for the smoke test or regression test. Okay. Okay, you can run this test. You can define this all the tests, right? What are the scripts you want to run? For running the test, we have npx playwright test command, and which project you want to run. You want to run in the Chromium browser, Firefox, or WebKit, you can define it here. I just mentioned as a Chromium browser. And then I'm giving the path of the fixture file, which has been present here. The path is nothing but the Playwright and test login test fixtures. This is a simple framework for new beginners who want to start with Playwright. Okay, I just created this framework. I will also upload this framework in the Git my in the Git repo and share the link along with the speaking. Okay. Okay, if you want to run, I'll just run it and show it to you. Just click on this mouse over this login test and just run it. What will done? It will initial npm run test login test. Basically, it will invoke this command, and what it does, it will invoke the Chromium browser. Basically, it will run all the text present in the. There are three tests present in this feature file, right? All the tests have been run over. Uh, this playwright is very much very fast. Okay, currently I made the fully parallel mode as the on. Okay, if you see here, you know, playwright config.ts, right? I made a fully parallel too. So it automatically the three test cases have been launched in the three parallel mode. I just opening one. Okay, it's just enter the username and password and it has been logged out. Okay, this is how it will be very fast if you're coming to the fully parallel mode. Even an individual script, it will be completing in the fraction of seconds. Okay, okay. All the three test cases have been failed. Let me see the why it has got failed. Okay. Uh, okay, it automatically opens the local host. Right? Let me click on this one by one. Okay, error context and page fixes are not supported since they are created on the test cases. Okay. This after all function is not being supported. That's what it's saying. That is also video has been enabled for each of the test cases. Right? If you click on this video, it will show how the test case has been done. Okay. Coming to here, what has been failed, right? This after all function is not being supported. I'm just counting this. Again, running the same test, right? Any doubts so far? Um, the first two are invalid username or invalid password. That's why it failed very quickly. The last one is a successful username and password. Okay, now all the three test cases have been passed. And coming to the test results, I'm just opening this report.html. This is the monocot reporter. If you see here, the report which has been generated, right? This is a monocot reporter. And if you say how many have been passed, how many have been flaky test cases, suppose the test cases is not stable. Okay, it will report what are the flaky test cases, what are the test cases being failed. Okay, and what is the version they are using currently, and what's the date, time, duration of the test. Okay, and now all three cases passed, and it will also have a tag, slope, regression, everything. Okay, and you can also run the test cases based on the tag as well. Okay, the another important feature coming to the playwright is Playwright code gen. Okay. Most of you in the Selenium are being used to record and playback ability, right? Similar to the Playwright also offers code generator. Okay, what it will does, right? If you are developing some of the scripts, example, I'm going to navigate to uh, Playwright official page, and I need to click on the documentation. Okay, whatever action I'm performing here, right? Here it will generate the scripts for us. It's anything we can minimize this. Okay. Basically, what it does, right? It will import the test. It will generate basically the script for us. It will create a script and it is having a page. And we are first to launch to the Google, and then they navigate it to the Playwright, and they click on the link. And what I'm going to is, I want to click on this. What's installed? I click on this. It will perform automatically. The locators have been generated for me. Okay. And similar to the Selenium framework, it will also have a locators, get by role, and export locators also available, and labels also get by text labels. Everything is been available. Okay, and coming to how to group the test cases based on the tag, right? Uh, this is the NPS playwright text, hyphen grep, and then smoke. What it will does, right? If you execute like this, whatever the tags have been under smoke, right? It will execute only those cases. It will not execute the complete thing, only execute those cases which have been tagged with the smoke. If you see here, I haven't defined which browser I need to run this test case, right? So what it will does, right? It will run in all the three browsers, including the Chromium, Google, WebKit, Firefox in the headless mode. Because in the Playwright config, I defined headless as false only for the Chromium browsers. Okay. Whereas for other Firefox WebKit, I have not defined anything. So it will, by default, it will take the headless mode, and then it will run and show the result. And if you want to define any environment variable like base URL, anything you want to define, right? Here you need to define the environment variable, config test environment. Okay. Example environment PS is in the config file is right. Basically, if you define in the playwright config, it will take the environment variables. Okay. If you see here, it run in the Chromium browser, Firefox browser, then WebKit and Google Chrome. Okay. If you see here, all the test cases which has run, it is having only the smoke that okay, and it is skipped to the third scenario, which is time only the refreshing time. Any doubts so far coming to the UI automation? screen. Okay. This is nothing but the code gen only, which I wanted to mention. Okay. Moving to the API automation, this with respect to Playwright. Right? Coming to the API test, basically, Postman will be performing the code operation, right? Create, update, retrieve, and delete. Basically, similarly, in the Playwright also we can do the API testing. Okay? Um, Here, the only difference is instead of passing the, we can pass the base URL in the test use script test level, and also we can pass the base URL in our config level as well. In this scenario, I pass the base URL in the Playwright config. Okay. Similarly, here also we can for each individual test file, if we want a base URL being changing this, we can have it as the test file. If it is the same base URL for all the test scenarios, we can have it on the Playwright config file. Okay. And if you come into the thing, right, I have some base URL and having the endpoint, booking endpoint. Basically, for the post request, you see how we can differentiate whether we are hitting create endpoint or get endpoint is here I'm hitting the post endpoint, which obviously need payload. Okay, what I done is instead of a payload outputting here, I kept note one of the JSON file. To come into here booking details JSON, I'm having payload in booking details JSON. What I'm doing is I'm calling the JSON file and having this constant test data and passing it as a payload. Okay, once you hit that post endpoint, you will get one response message, right? That response messages you can validate with the assertion. Just expect something which we are defining here, right? This is our assertion in your response JSON, right? What I'm doing is I'm just verifying the response message is okay, and I'm just verifying the status code is to be 200. But actually, for the post endpoint, the status code should be 201. Since it is a fake API endpoint, right? It's giving us a 200. And we are also verifying the response body. And response body should have the first name, last name, total price, deposit paid. Okay. First, I will run this endpoint. This API test automation is pretty much simple comparing to UI automation. You see, everything is occurring in the milliseconds only. Okay. And just the test case was fast. Okay. And if you go to that test results and the reports, right, you'll get a report. You click on this create booking and you get the logs. This is what are being generated as the response. Okay. And this is a view trace. Okay. And you can download the trace as well. Just download the trace. Okay. What I'm doing is I want to view this trace, right? Let me open the trace icon, trace viewer. This is our trace viewer. Right? Either you can drag and drop or you can select, but the drag and drop was not working for me, so I'm just selecting that. Okay. Before hooks, share request. I'm just keeping the endpoint here, post endpoint. And this is the response I got. You can see in the console what is the endpoint I got. Booking endpoint, it has a status code responded with the 200. Uh, Basically, why this test required, right? Example, if you take any website, right? Example, I am taking this installation Playwright. Okay, so if you go to the controller tools, uh, just go to the network tab, fetch it, so something, right? Whatever actions you are performing, example, I'm clicking on something. Okay, there will be a API calls for each of this thing. See how many API calls is happening. But this and all CSS file, JavaScript file. But if you go to the actual, I mean, wait, I think basically in every pages which you are performing action, right? Basically, if it is a React application, we will be performing some API calls. Okay, in order to view this API calls, we will be using this test viewer. Okay, this test viewer will be helping to see the API calls in the network. Okay, and similarly, if you want to see the response or this and all assertions which you are having here, this is only the endpoint which you are keeping. That is where we can see the console networks. If you see any errors, that will be seen over here. Okay. And coming to the get endpoint, right? Basically, what we are doing is we will be retrieving all the booking details, okay, and seeing whether response is okay and we're getting the response status code as a 200. Just clicking this. Instead of running here, you can also configure your package JSON. Similar to the UA automation script, what we have done, and you can configure the static API test, npx playwright test, and then you can give the test file path, login test API spec.ts. Okay, if you run this right, it will show the it will run the entire test. Here I am running one by one, like booking ID details, everything. But if you run at a package lesson level, whatever the test percent here, it will run the complete entire test. Step questions. Complete test update one. Coming to the API test, it is very much simpler. Similar to that, we need to do the put option and delete option as well. This is the monocot reporter which you are seeing here. Whatever reports I shown here, right? This is the monocot reporter. In order to install this monocot reporter, we need to add the dependency in our package file. Monocot reporter. Just install npm install monocot reporter. It will automatically download and install these dependencies. And you need to configure the name of the report. The custom report I named it here, right? That's what it's showing here, custom report. And if you want to name it somewhere else, you can name it as well. Okay. Currently, 2 cases have been passed. That's why it's showing here, and it's also showing the durations there. Logs and also have been attached here. Okay. That's all, guys. I've done with just exploring the Playwright part, how to do the UI automation, API automation, and the custom reporting and the fixtures point of view. Probably I will stop here. If you have any questions, probably I'll be able to take.
Just out of curiosity, is there any functionality that can take care of intermittent pop-up windows that normally will crash out the automation?
Yeah, Windows handling, right? I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windows handling the Playwright will automatically take care of it. No need to have a separate script for Windows handling. Basically, we are using NPX Playwright code gen, right? Which I shown here. By using that method, if you have any difficulties, you can easily overcome using this. Yeah, the Playwright inspector something, right? If you have Windows handling anything, probably it will say if there is an event need to be handled or if any alert need to be handled, probably what is the best way to write? Just check with this whether any pop-up are there or any shadow DOM are there. Okay, and then you can start developing your scripts.
Okay, thank you.
But it can handle Windows alerting, shadow DOM, everything can be handled without it. Anyone have any questions? How to start with this? How to develop the basic framework or like that? Because we are seeing that how to install the Playwright, right? We need to create one folder, simple folder, and we need to have the command npm install Playwright latest. Just to install that, and we need to choose whether it's a TypeScript you need or a JavaScript you need. And then you need to proceed with whether you need to integrate with the GitHub actions or not. And just install this Playwright, and you have a skeleton framework ready. On top of that, you need to create the fixtures, page class, test file, test data, everything. On top of that, you can create it. And in package.json, if you want to have any config, you can write it down here config. And if you have additional utilities, if you require anything, probably you can add it in the dependency and install it. Comparatively with Cypress, this is very easy to start. If any project is going to start with UI automation or API automation, they can quickly start with the Playwright comparative with the Cypress. Similar to Selenium, you can quickly start this thing. Okay, any questions?
How to run this test cases on a local browser instead of using their Playwright browsers?
Yeah, in a Playwright config, we need to start the server in Labs. We need to have the server, and then you need to perform actions over that. We need to basically we have done a node server and all, right? If you want to make the API endpoints ready, we need to start the node server in our machine, right? Similar to that, we need to start server. It basically run it in the local host, which is nothing but 127.0. You need to start it and use it as a local host. Okay, basically
Okay,
that will be
so
useful for developing any application, React application or something which are in the development mode. If you want to do the debug or something like that is where this local host will helpful for us.
okay, thank you.
Any other questions, guys? Mhm. I guess we are good, Vijay. Yeah.
Um,
Thank you so much for the session. Yeah, it was good. It's great. Sorry. Also, thank you so much for joining in, guys. We hope to see you in other meetups. We are thinking of planning an in-person meetup in Malaysia soon, and we would love to see you there. Thank you so much for joining in, and have a great evening.
Yeah,
thank you,
thanks, Vijay, thanks, sir. Yeah,
Thank you.
bye
Thank you.
bye.